you know, with that game, and people are still playing it 10 years later.
Amazing durability.
Yeah, I would pick StarCraft.
I don't know if you know this or not, but while we're here at BlizzCon, IGN is counting down their top 10 Blizzard games of all times, and number 10 we're actually announcing right now, which is Lost Vikings. So Vikings is the number 10. So we'll keep going up from there.
Awesome.
Well, we'll be counting down those over the next couple days.
Yeah. And you can also go and check those out on IGN.com.
Very cool.
But Chris Metzen really mentioned that your staff is fed by this experience. Is this, what does it mean to be able to look out over, with 26,000 people here, I know that they're all here, for something that you created?
You know, it just, I think it really kind of energizes the development teams. Right. It reminds them, you know, why we're doing this and the impact that it has on people. Because we just don't get to see it, you know, we don't get to see their faces as they see things for the first time. And here, you know, we make the Cataclysm announcement, and we get to, you know, interact with the players right after. Totally, you get to hear the crowd. But everybody here is just so excited to be here and take a look at the new things that we're working on.
Fantastic.
Meet the developers.
Yes,
congratulations on a great BlizzCon. I know we'll be seeing you again tomorrow, where we can chat more about your experience here at BlizzCon.
Well, thank you guys for doing this. We appreciate both of you for being here as well.
Absolutely. We look forward to talking to more of the employees from Blizzard all throughout the day. And right now, though, we're going to head on over to the brand new World of Warcraft panel, where there'll be some more details on Cataclysm, because they're
very excited to see that panel.
A lot of questions coming out of the opening ceremony and that trailer, which hinted at some things with some text bubbles and whatnot. But now we're going to find out more about what you guys can expect from World of Warcraft Cataclysm. So we're going to go over now to the main hall to see that panel. We'll be back with you after the panel live here on DirecTV with more information on what you guys can expect from Blizzard in the future. Check it out.
It works. Can't see anything.
Hi.
So obviously somebody out there, we can't see a thing, but we hear voices.
We can hear you breathing out there.
You ready?
All right, so we've got the World of Warcraft Cataclysm panel here, and I've got a couple of buddies right here with me. I'm Tom Chilton. I'm game director for World of Warcraft. And I've got Chris Metzen, as you must know from moments ago. He's our Vice President of Creative Development, and the man who, between he and Alex Afraziabi, our lead world designers, he, you know, the two of these guys really are the ones that set the stage for all the lore. They're the ones that make the storyline happen. They're the ones that bring this world to life. So I've got Corey Stockton. He's our lead world designer, and he's the man behind the zones and kind of driving that direction, all the interior, exterior, all that kind of good stuff, the content in the game. So, Chris, you want to kick it off?
Sure. So you guys may have heard the new expansion set is Cataclysm. Thank you for your enthusiasm. It's very cool. You know, something that happened with Wrath of the Lich King is that with the inclusion of, well, the Lich King, it just felt really good to have that expansion so focused on a primary villain. You know, where we learned from the Burning Crusade that Illidan was a pretty kick-ass bad guy, but we didn't put him in your path as much. You know, by the time you got to Black Temple, a lot of players didn't necessarily know who this guy was or what his lore was. So yeah, we definitely learned our lesson with Wrath of the Lich King, and Alex and his team pretty much put the Lich King, like I think like right off the bat at like level 70, you know, he's kind of in your face and taunting you, and you know, throughout the process of that expansion, he's just kind of ever present. So by the time you guys finally face him at the pinnacle of Icecrown Citadel, you're going to know who this bad guy is, and you're going to have a personal reason to want to kick his ass. So with Deathwing, many of you, thank you. So a lot of players, especially you know, this kind of new generation of WoW players, you guys haven't necessarily seen this guy before. Deathwing debuted in the Warcraft 2 expansion set Beyond the Dark Portal many moons ago. And Deathwing is one of 5 dragon aspects. There are 5 dragon flights. So, well, come on, you guys know. And the dragon flights were empowered long ago to kind of protect the world of Azeroth from any, you know, threats that might arise. And Deathwing was the Earth Warder. His charge was to protect the realm of Earth. The black dragon flights, you know, are empowered by like fire and magma and the power of the earth. And about 10,000 years ago, during the War of the Ancients, when the Burning Legion first attacked Azeroth, one of the things that happened during that era is that Deathwing, given his proximity to the aspect of Earth, well, spends a lot of time within the Earth, or he used to. And given his proximity way deep down there, he heard the whispers of the old gods that are also chained beneath the world. And their whispers ultimately drove him mad. And Deathwing, his power unleashed, you know, his fiery earthen power began to rip him apart. So that over the ages, his agents have to seal and brand iron plates onto his hide to just hold him together, because his malice and his power are so engulfing to him. And over the ages, Deathwing has had a single purpose, right? To subjugate all life on Azeroth in order to create a Day of the Dragon, right? An era where dragons rule supreme, where the other dragon flights are subservient to him, and all mortal races are pretty much crushed under his heel. Not much has changed for this guy. He's a nutcase. And what has happened in recent years is that the whispers of the old gods have gotten worse. The power of the old gods, as seen rising with Cthulhu and Yogg-Saron, there are more. Their power has magnified Deathwing's power, you know, tenfold. He's a very, very powerful dude these days. And what has happened to spark the cataclysm is that Deathwing, with his bachelor pad in the plane of Earth that we call Deepholm, Deathwing has awoken from his slumber and literally erupted into the world. And he is so powerful that his literal explosion into the physical plane of Azeroth is what has caused the cataclysm. Tidal waves, massive volcanic eruptions at a global level. Global level, is that a character in Robotech? Global level, pardon me. You know, tsunamis, freak storms. No part of the world has been left untouched. Maybe Westfall, whatever. But, because old Blanchy is core. So once again, Deathwing's violent eruption into Azeroth and his agents, which I'll let Alex talk about, coming out and, you know, setting apart their plan to help their master achieve his goals, is what has broken the world. He is ever present. He is the great enemy that must be dealt with at this particular time in history. And I've had a brain fart. I don't remember what I was talking about.
He's the world breaker.
He is indeed the world breaker. So, a lot of story there, a lot of lore. For those of you who are into that kind of thing, I love you. And so we felt that he would be a very compelling new bad guy, or old bad guy. So, have I missed anything?
No, you're good. Something to note is the heroes are busy in Northrend. This has kind of been plotting and planning for, I don't know, the last decade or so. So we're taking his heroes unawares somewhat. When Deathwing breaches the world, as Chris is saying, he actually does something so massive that he actually brings up all of the elemental planes, or down in the case of Skywall. So that is going to be one of the big zone draws to this expansion is going to be those elemental planes, which we'll see in full glory.
Right. And just as a point of reference, many of you probably hadn't heard of